everybody? Can you hear me? Are we good? Can you see me? And hello, Tom and Phantom. Yes, you got a fancy upgrade. You got the wrench. I'm a teetotaler mod now. Yes, absolutely. What's going on, guys? How are you? Yeah, I did start a little bit earlier than usual, Phantom. I am exhausted. It's been quite the week, but like a really good week. Just a lot of stuff going on. I have my iced coffee. I did just a what was it? The Bones coffee, salted caramel mocha bean, and then I just like added a little bit of half and half and a little bit of 0 calorie Hershey syrup. Yeah. How are you guys? Tom says he's doing great, Queenie. Hello, Angel. Hello. I was watching a video called Every U.S. President's Favorite Drink, and they mentioned, hey, Sylvia, what's going on? Could you turn the volume up? Yes, absolutely. One second. Is it better now? I put it all kind of all the way up on the Stream Deck thing. Not Stream Deck, whatever it's called. Let me know, guys, if it's good. I'll make adjustments if need be. It's so warm in this room. I was gonna do a regular cappuccino, and I was like, I need something iced because it's warm today. Not outside, but inside. Much better. Thank you so much, Sylvia. I always like my mic is so weird. I have it plugged in a different way today, so I'm wondering if that's why. Because usually I have like a whole setup where I plug it into, but it was kind of giving a little feedback, so I decided just to plug it right into my MacBook. So maybe that's why. But thank you for letting me know. I always start the stream with, "Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me?" Because it wouldn't be a Danny Dreadful stream if everything went perfectly fine. But I'm getting there. We'll get there one day. How are you, Sylvia? What's going on? And who else? And Angel, how are you? It's the weekend, finally. Hey, Justin, what's going on? How are you? I can't even see me. That's because you are a phantom. Cindy, hello. Exactly. See? I knew you were going to say phantom. Yeah, definitely need a coffee. So, basically, started my day today. It's so funny because every day my son, he is just so scheduled. Like, he's definitely my child. Like, he wakes up the same time, no problems, whatever. But today he was sleeping in a little bit, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, is this amazing? He's sleeping in, and it's Friday. Maybe he'll sleep in even more tomorrow. And then I didn't realize, but we brought him to school a little bit later today because I was like, let him chill, like, let him sleep in. And then I didn't realize I had an 8:30 meeting. So I came home and I'm just hanging out, I'm like, la-di-da-di-da. I have like 20 minutes before I have to log on to work. And then I was like, you know what, I'll do my reel later because I forgot to schedule my reel last night because I didn't have time to edit it because I wanted to get my Jack the Ripper story out. So I'm like, I'll just do it tomorrow morning, like if I have some downtime. So I didn't get a coffee reel out today, and I apologize about that, guys. But it was such a crazy morning because I got on at 8 o'clock onto my work laptop, and the first thing I do every morning is look at my meetings so I know when I can go to the gym, and just so I know like how to prepare my day. And it was like, meeting 30 minutes, like, it like gives you a update, and it's like meeting pipeline review 30 minutes, and I was like, what? And when I tell you guys, my hair wasn't done, my makeup wasn't done, because I usually just like, if I don't have a meeting until, which I thought I didn't have a meeting until 1 o'clock, I'll just ride it out. I'll be like, whatever. If somebody Teams messages me and I'm a mess, I'll just throw a filter on my face. But this was one of those meetings where it's like very corporate and higher ups were in there and everything. So I got ready in 15 minutes. Hair, makeup, shower, everything. And I was so proud of myself. And I was like, why can't I have that energy every day? Usually it takes me like an hour to get ready, but it's all good. Wolf, hello, hello, hello. That coffee story was so good. Ooh, which one, Sylvia? I'm sorry. I also forgot to post on Scare You Awake this week. I know, like, I think it's my subconscious, because I was teetering with the idea of just going back to Danny Dreadful and doing the reels there. And I think in some weird mindset I had, and I was like, yeah. And then I thought that I posted, and I posted on TikTok, I posted on Instagram, but I forgot about the actual YouTube account that I should be posting on. But you know, it was a week. Jack the Ripper, thank you so much. Yes, that one was, that was a full length video. Yeah, that one I did. I mean, full length, it was only like 10 minutes, which I could have gone on for probably at least an hour with all the information that I gathered. But I guess the story started trending again. Like, I didn't realize it was from 2019, but I kept seeing it all over YouTube, like Jack the Ripper finally revealed DNA and stuff. So I wanted to jump on the bandwagon, because what I'm trying to do is to gain a little bit of traction, because it worked with my Valentine's Day story. Try to do like trending topics so that I can hashtag and get eyes on my channel. So I saw that was trending, and I was like, let me get on this, because it's in the realm of creepy, but it's a little, you know, it is definitely more true crime. So I was a little hesitant about doing it, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. True crime stories. There was someone in my comments, sorry guys, I haven't even had time to reply to my comments from anything today, but one second, I need a sip. Someone was like, oh yeah, like, I like this true crime side of you, and someone else said, like, to follow your passion, do what you're passionate about. And I love that, because I love true crime stuff. But when I tell you, I cry at every true crime documentary that I watch or listen to. I can't get through. Like, I don't know if it came through how upset I was for the victims, but I can't get through like a full story, like a recent story. So I just watched the Gabby, I'm sorry, I do not want to mess up her last name. Gabby Petito, I believe her last name was, story. She was like starting her YouTube channel. Her and her boyfriend were going to do like a van life type of vlogging situation. And, you know, unfortunately, she was murdered. And the way I was bawling my eyes out watching that, because she was so pretty, she was so full of life. I cannot do true crime. Like, it will take me 5 hours just to, you know, talk about something. But I figured what I kind of want to do is more of the older stories, like back in the 1800s or like the early 1900s, the 1920s, things like that. Those I can totally handle. Maybe because I feel like I don't know why, because it's not so recent, and I also never want to offend a family or anything of the victims, so, you know, I don't know, it's just my thing. But I truly love the ghost paranormal stuff, but we're all about scary, creepy, gory stuff on this channel, so we'll see what it pans out to. Okay, let's see. Someone said, whew, I missed all that. Oh, thank you so much. Tom said, damn, Queenie did the quick change in the phone booth. I don't know what that means, but hi. That was 7:36. I don't know. Hey Danny, how are you doing? Sorry I'm late. I forgot you were streaming today. Oh, it's okay. It was kind of last minute. I actually, Lone Wolf just said that. I was actually I meant to set it up earlier this week to make sure everybody knew that I was streaming, but then I got busy. And yeah, that was a good idea. Plus, Jack the Ripper is a fascinating piece of history. I agree. Honestly, like I said, I could have went into so much more detail, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't. But maybe there'll be a part 2. Maybe I will do like a deep dive into it. Video's not doing too great, but I mean, it just came out yesterday, so I'm giving it time. I got spoiled because my Valentine's Day video did really well. And I was like seeing the number, like once it hit past 200 views, I was like, wait, what? And then it got to like, I think it's at like 900 something. So that's pretty cool because that's never happened to me in like one video sitting, if that makes sense. Usually it takes, if my video even gets past 200 views, it usually takes quite a while. So I thought that was really cool. And then I wanted to get out another video right away, because I wanted to keep the momentum going. The Appalachia video, which Tom Keithley in our chat wrote, and it was amazing and fun, and we have a part 2 coming out. So yeah, let's see. Even if macabre, true crime is still creepy though. It totally is, yeah. That's just my reasoning for why I don't do it. The information was so good, I really enjoyed it. I would have liked a whole hour of that one. Yes, it is upsetting, but the facts were great. Thank you, Sylvia. Queenie, my favorite part was how you made it about the victims, not just Jack. Thank you so much. And like, honestly, if I do any true crime, I think that will be my angle. Because I hate that for the I don't know, man. It's just, why do people have to be bad? Like, why? I can't even, the only person who ever texts me, Uber Eats. I don't even use Uber Eats anymore. I'm just gonna put my phone away, sorry. Yeah, it's just another documentary I've watched, which has nothing to do with true crime or creepy stuff, is Apple Cider Vinegar, about the girl. I think I actually talked about this. Oh, it wasn't a documentary. I'm gonna watch the documentary tonight. They have a documentary of it, but I watched the actual, like, episodes of it. They did a whole show about her. Rose, hello. Phantom said, get used to those higher view counts. Thank you, I hope so. I was like, I showed my husband, I was like, what is going on? I was like, is this wrong? I literally thought like there was a glitch with YouTube. Yeah, that was my reaction to that. I was like, is something wrong with YouTube? Are the numbers just skewed? What's going on? Is it going to like drop down? I'm going to refresh. It's going to say, actually, no, it's only 92 views, not 902. But let's see. My favorite part was, like how Clark Kent goes into the phone booth and comes out of Superman. No, I got that, but I didn't understand what it was referencing to. But I mean, like, in terms of me, what I did, it's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, Appalachia. Guys, I meant to make a joke about this in my video, but I was like, maybe not. But I'm going to start being a little bit more myself in my videos. But I wasn't sure, because there's Appalachia, like the Appalachian Mountains, and there's Appalachia, which I've heard it both ways. And I think I was trying to stick to one way to say it, and I wasn't sure if like I'm pretty sure I stuck to the whole way, but there was times when my mind was going the other way, and I was like, no, we said it this way, so we're sticking with saying it that way. So how do you guys say it? Is it Appalachia or I'm done. I need more coffee. Right, I'm working on 4 missing person cases for As the Raven Dreams, and I am so glad I have to do them a little bit at a time. They get pretty heavy. Yes, absolutely. Oh, that's a really cool project, though. Good for you. Congratulations. As the Raven Dreams is awesome. I think we say that every time you mention him on here. But yeah, my the Appalachia video got pretty good views. I think it's at like 150 something now, or maybe it's 160. And I didn't want to put my Jack the Ripper out right away after it because it was doing pretty well. But I was like, if it's a trending topic, it's not going to be trending for too long. And I think that's the problem with trying to jump on trends. It's like it's only trending for this little window of time, so you've got to jump on it. And that's kind of what I did, and I tried it out. Yeah. That's amazing, Rose. I'm gonna have to check it out. I didn't go on TikTok today at all. Did I? No, I didn't go on TikTok at all today. I'll have to check that out. That's awesome. Good for you. Look at us. Appalachian. Appalachian. Lachia. Yeah, I like say I was saying Lachia, Appalachia, and then I heard someone else pronounce it Appalachia, and then I was like, am I pronouncing this wrong? And I was actually waiting for someone in the comments to be like, you pronounced this wrong. But luckily I didn't get that yet. So if you guys want to leave a comment and be like, you're saying it wrong just to be funny, I'm just kidding. But do leave a comment and like on the stream, please. Yeah, so I was really I'm just kind of playing around with my channel again, like we always do, just, you know, trying different things, doing subject matters that I'm actually excited to do. Not saying that the creepypasta stories weren't exciting or anything like that, but just picking topics that I'm actually like really interested in. I love history. I love creepy history, so it's kind of what Tom Keithley and I have been working on. You know, he's been writing some amazing scripts. The next one coming out, I can't decide. I have two that I really, really love. I'm not sure which one I'm not sure. But I think I know which one I'm leaning towards. But I'll probably record both of them and then maybe do the same thing like I did this week where I was like, I got 2 videos out. Did you guys see that? I got 2 videos out and the stream, just like I promised. The Watchers, I love that. Yeah, those are the 2. So it's The Watchers and the London one. So I'm not sure which one. I think I might go with I don't know. Somebody did request more biblical stuff, though. One of my comments was like, oh, you should do so-and-so. And then I looked up what he was talking about, or she, and I saw that it actually intertwines with The Watchers. So I did let them know that I would be doing a video on The Watchers. It's easier to do it if you like it and the audience can pick up on your energy. Yeah, exactly. Like, I was watching, who was I watching? I forgot who I was watching, but she had so much passion. Like, when she was talking. Oh my god, it'll come to me. Was it Michelle McDaniel? I think so. I think it was one of my favorite YouTubers. But the way she got into the subject, I was just like, wow. Like, she really, like, you could tell she wasn't reading from a prompter. Oh, excuse me. My nose got stuffy. She wasn't reading from a prompter. She probably had, like, bullet points or something, and she was just going in. And that's kind of the point I want to get to as well. Like, yes, I'll have my script up, but able to kind of, like, elaborate on it rather than just, like, reading from the script. But, yeah, so it's all a work in progress. It's all fun. And I love doing my live streams. Today was like one of those days where I had to kind of talk myself into it. Like, nope, we're not canceling tonight. We're tired, but there's unlimited coffee downstairs. I mean, until the coffee beans run out. But I've been ordering a lot of coffee. I have to stop. I've been ordering different types of beans and then tagging the companies to see if they'll be like, oh, this is cool. Like, you want to partner with us? But it hasn't happened yet. But there was one company I reached out to about just like their affiliate program, and they gave me a discount. Oh, I got chocolate on me. They gave me a discount and told me to tag them once it's up. So that will be next week, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I sell, one day I was like, I want to be known as like the coffee ghost girl. So I'm just gonna like randomly email all these big coffee companies that kind of have to do with, you know, Bones Coffee, Death Wish Coffee. Like, it's in my realm, right? And the only one that got back to me was Goth Rider, and they are a company in Canada. And I was like, well, I'm gonna work with you then. Probably. So my husband and I actually had a whole conversation a little while ago about coffee, because I know I make like all these crazy drinks, for my coffee reels, and I like making them. I try to make them like sugar-free and stuff, but in reality, I really just like coffee, like plain or espresso, my double shot of espresso with half and half, steamed half and half if it's hot, and frothy half and half if it's cold. So for me, it's like coming up with all these ideas and buying all these like different syrups and stuff. I'm like, I don't really want to do that. So if my coffees start to get a little bit boring, I apologize, but for the most part, I just really love this this one brand that my husband got me for Valentine's Day. It's a Colombian coffee, and it's like, I've never heard of it before, and it's the most delicious. And it's so funny because I think it was, oh my God, we've been together for like so long. We went to Dominican Republic for our first vacation ever, and I always used to drink my coffee like, a teenager or an early 20-year-old where there was tons of sugar and, give me all the sweetness. And I never just had coffee with cream and was just like, okay, that's fine. And we went to Dominican Republic, and the coffee just smelled so delicious. I was like, I don't even want to ruin this coffee. I just want to try it. So I tried it black, and I was like, this is amazing. Like, I didn't even know I could drink coffee black. But then I added like a little bit of half and half in it, and I was like, oh my gosh. So then from that point forward, I started ordering the Dunkin' dark roast with cream, no sugar, and that was my go-to for years. And then like Coffee Talk happened, fast forward to now, and everyone's doing all these extreme drinks. So my husband was saying, he's like, do they even like coffee, or do they just like sweet treats? Because, well, he said sweet drinks. I said sweet treats because there's this one YouTuber or Instagrammer girl that I follow, and she always says it's sweet treat o'clock, and I thought that was cute. So I'm adapting that. But it's funny because it's like, do people really like coffee, or they just want a sweet treat in the morning, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But for me personally, I like my coffee. I like how it tastes, and I can tell the difference between the different espresso beans now. And it's weird, and it's cool, but it's weird. Let me see. Hello, Goth Mommy. Welcome. Sorry, I've been on a tangent. I'm just like talking a mile a minute because that's who I am. I almost ordered this shirt that said Born to Yap, and I was like gonna wear it on stream, but you can't even see I'm actually wearing my Danny Dreadful shirt, and you can't even see it. But I think I might wear it in my next video so people actually know that I have merch. Okay, funny story, Queenie. I had a super profound creative question for you, but you kind of already answered it. Ooh. What's the question? Ask me. Ask me anything. That's what tonight's stream is going to be. Ask me anything, as long as it's appropriate. It was, let's see. Dominican coffee is sinfully good. It really is. Even Colombian coffee, too. I used to drink Cafe Bustelo. Bustelo. That's some good espresso. What did Angel say? Let's see. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm going up. I can never pronounce anything. It's okay. I can't either. It's funny because it's like, that's my job as a storyteller, right? My shorts aren't much. They're just stills with some music. Still cool. You're making content. It's like New Orleans. It kind of depends on where you're from, although apparently there are people that don't pronounce Houston correctly. Really? I've never heard anyone pronounce Houston incorrectly. Houston? Do they say it Houston? Let me know. Oh yeah, the Watchers meddled in so much back in that time frame. Congrats, Rose. Okay, dreadfully delicious coffee. That's funny. I want to start a coffee line, and that was one of my, I was thinking, like, dreadful, I don't know. We'll see. Have you ever had chocolate-covered coffee beans, like bitter and sweet put together? Oh my god, I love... So I haven't had coffee beans. I've had the chocolate-covered espresso beans. I used to live off of those all throughout. I had this one job, actually the job that I met my husband at. I had one... would be so tired all the time because I had to wake up at 4 a.m. and get ready and then like get on the bus from New Jersey, go to New York. It was a whole thing. So my coffee addiction grew with that job. And then this one girl that I worked with introduced me to the espresso beans, and I was like literally sitting there shaking. She's like, girl, you can't eat that many. And I was like, oh, it's caffeine. That's right. So yes, to answer your question, I have had those. Okay. As a creator, how do you balance your creative vision versus what clicks with your audience? That's a great question. And I'll be honest with you. When I first started, all I could think about was, what does my audience want? What does my audience want? Who is my audience? That was like when I started seeing subscribers. So I was very heavily focused on that. And I would even like do, not polls because I didn't have the poll option yet, but or the community tab yet, but I would just like ask on Instagram, like, hey, what do you guys want to hear this week? And I liked doing that. I really did. But for me, it's like, I feel that if someone actually wrote this in a comment, which I completely agreed with, like 100%, I always say this, I feel like if I'm passionate about something and it's like actually showing through the video, then I think my audience will like that. So I feel like for me, it's, yes, I want to make you guys happy and I want to put out videos that you want to see, but if I'm not enjoying the content, you know how boring that's going to be to watch and people are just going to click off. So it is a balance, and you have to be like, okay, you know, I've received stories before, and I was like, I'm just not vibing with the story. I don't like it. But you know, I put it out, and I think like you can tell that I wasn't like truly into it. This is when I was doing like narrations only, and it definitely showed, and it definitely came through, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I think it's just, my audience will find me, my people will find me. You guys have found me. You guys are my people. And if you guys like the creepy stuff, and I'm always open to suggestions too, because there's a world out there of creepy stuff that I'm not even privy to. So if you just want to drop a comment or DM me, because I love Instagram and I'm always on there, just say, hey, I saw this creepy topic the other day. My friend BD, she messaged me, hey, I found all these cool stories, and she sent them to me. Maybe you can make some reels with them. I'm always open to that. So I think it's really a balance of just figuring out what resonates with me as the creator. And then I think that, you know, whoever's watching, they'll see like, hey, yeah, I can get down with this. Okay, let's see. Yes, Queenie, nailed it. I have had chocolate covered coffee beans. They are delicious and stimulating. They are, Sylvia. So much. Angel says, Sylvia, those are so good, making me crave caffeine. Yes, unless it is an extreme niche subject like sweater knitting. Yes, I know. I don't knit. I'm sorry, unfortunately. One of my flaws. I don't sew or knit, but I should learn how to sew. It's funny. So, speaking of sewing, I love putting together costumes for Halloween. What was I last year? Oh, no. Last year, 2024, I was Dolores from Beetlejuice, and I was also Lydia from Beetlejuice, which I put the costumes together myself. But the previous year before that was like, I had just had Baby Boy, so there was no way I was creating a costume, so I just bought the Sally costume from Nightmare Before Christmas. However, I haven't bought a costume before that in years. I think I would say probably close to 15 years. Like, I always put my own costumes together, whether it be with super glue, because but there was one costume, I was Poison Ivy. It was the first year that Mr. Dreadful and I were together. He was Batman, I was Poison Ivy, and then we had a group of people that we were with. So I bought this really cute figure skating dress, like, you know, for figure skaters, and I was gluing, yes, like with a hot glue gun, I was hot gluing No, I didn't even use a hot glue gun. I was very broke at that time. So I think I was just literally just using glue. And Mr. Dreadful was like, hey, like, what are you doing there? And I just told him I'm trying to, you know, put the leaves on so it looks like I have a bodice of just leaves. And he goes, you know, my mom's a really good seamstress. She can do that for you. And I was just like, wow. He gets my love for Halloween and he's offering to help me with my costume. And then just like going forward, he always helps me with my costumes. Even in our wedding vows, he said he vowed to always help me with my costumes. And that to me is just, you know, it was very sweet. So yes, so going back to that, I don't know how to sew very well, but I can put together a costume. But I probably should learn how to sew because I go to Ren Fair, I go to Comic Cons, and I really want to start cosplaying. I want to be Rogue from X-Men for one of my cosplays. But we'll see. We'll see how the gym the gym goes. Poison Ivy, I love that. And Mr. Dreadful definitely has a jawline and pull off Batman. And he can do the voice really well too. Did you guys see in my video, I did a little, I'm Batman with Michael Keaton. I threw in a few little zingers, as Sheldon would say, on Big Bang Theory. Bazinga. Yeah, he always said bazinga. Right? I love Rogue. She's always been one of my absolute favorite characters of all time. I love her hair. When my hair, I mean, I can't say my hair. I was gonna say when my hair starts turning gray, but I dye my hair, so I really don't know what color it is anymore. But when I'm in my older age, I want to like train my hair to do like what Rogue's hair does with like just the strip of white. I think that'd be so cool. But maybe in a few years. We'll wait. I got a sewing machine. I still need to practice. I'm short and nothing is short enough. I feel that. I know you're actually, we were talking about this, you're tinier than me, so it's so hard. I always have to buy like petite pants because they're so long. And then in middle school and high school, forget it. When with the long bell-bottom jeans just dragging with your Converse. Yeah. I remember whenever it would rain, I'd have to walk to school, and I'd walk to school in my bell-bottoms, dragging on the floor, my Converse, soaking wet, and by the time I got to school, I was like up to my knees in rainwater. When is Halloween anyway? Like what day of the month? It is October 31st. Or if you're like us on this channel, it is every single day of the year, including Christmas. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Sorry, I'm going all the way up here. I keep going on tangents. Okay, wonderful answer, Queenie. Cool. I bend my audience to my will. Thank you, Dark Magic. 3 of the 4 people I have asked that have passed my litmus test. Very cool. Yeah, I just feel like, you know, just do what makes you happy, and then the subscribers and the audience will follow. Unless you're doing something really bad, don't do that. Like dark web stuff. Not telling dark web stories, like actual dark web stuff. I really want to do some like, oh, that's a pretty cool topic. Stuff from the dark web. I've never really explored that, but it's always been a fascination of mine. There was someone, I forgot who it was, maybe a YouTuber or something. They were like, oh, or maybe it was a show. They were like, oh, I ordered something off the dark web. I forgot what it was. Oh man, maybe it was Papa Meat. I don't know. It was someone, and they did this whole thing where like they actually like ordered something from the dark web and like got it delivered. I'm like, you got it? I don't think it was Papa Meat actually, but in my head I'm like, you gave someone from the dark web your address, bro? You're crazy. That's crazy. I would never do that, even for a YouTube video. Sorry guys, love you, but that's scary. There's certain topics that I'm not really pretty to. It's like angels in the outfield. If you make it, they will come. Exactly. I love that. That was great, Angel. Yeah, unfortunately, I may have done it wrong. Lots of limbs ending up where they shouldn't. Practice, practice, practice. When it's Halloween anyway, like, what day of the month? Halloween, like, doesn't fall. It's just the 31st. But I think you're just messing with me. Like, Dar Banks and his bullshit. Thoughts on urban exploring. Oh man, I love urban exploring so much. So that's actually funny because before Little Dreadful arrived, I think I was trying to do a lot of just exploring Texas and all the haunted spots and everything like that. And we went to Goatman's Bridge, which, oh my gosh, they're doing a Goatman's Bridge tour in March. I think it's actually, it might be the weekend of St. Patrick's Day. I'm not sure. But I saw it and I sent it to my friend who went with me the first time, or like all of us went the first time. And I was like, let's get the babysitters ready. We got to go to this. But they're actually holding like a ghost tour with a medium and everything. So I've done 2 different ghost tours, which is not really like urban exploring, I guess, because you're not actually like in there. But Rose, actually, my last live stream, I didn't have one last week, the one before that, I talked about how when I was younger, I used to do that. I used to follow the Weird New Jersey book with my friends, and we would kind of just go all over New Jersey. We'd jump in one of our friends' cars. I didn't drive at the time, so I was always passenger princess or whatever, backseat princess. And then they would just drive and we would go somewhere. There was this one place that was so... Well, I didn't like the name of it. I thought it was it's not a great name for it, but it's actually called Midgetville. Like, literally. It was just a whole entire town with, like, little people, you know, but they called it that. And I remember just being like, even being 16, I was like, I don't really think that's a great name for it. But we went there, and it was very interesting. I'm not sure that people actually live there, but everything was miniature. The houses were miniature. I didn't see any cars or anything. But then there was Clinton Road that I talked about in one of my videos, Skillman, which I really want to talk about, but it's very difficult. It's kind of like the place never even existed because there's really no record of it, but I was there and they demolished it. Let's see. Michigan. So Michiganians don't celebrate Halloween, Changing lives. My ass, bro. Only lives you're changing are your immediate family lives. You're not helping anyone but yourself. Oh, who are we talking about? Hold on. I think I got... It's weird that one of my most narrated stories about some brothers ordering pizza from the dark web and is not even that well written. Huh. I'm sure it's very good. I think also it has a lot to do with people are just curious about the dark web. Why can't I speak? Curious about the dark web. So anytime they see anything like, oh my gosh, dark web, what's this? I'm super curious about it. I think it's insane and scary, and yeah. Sometimes I do miss doing creepypastas and things like that because there were some good stories surrounding that. But yeah. Hi, Altitude 72. Hello. Hey, Danny, first time watching live. Your dreadful name, LOL. Reminds me of an old acquaintance, Johnny Danger. That's so cool, Johnny Danger. Real, that's correct spelling, too. He was a handful. Tons of thanks. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining the stream. We're just chit-chatting. That's kind of, usually I have a theme for my streams. I'll be like, okay, we're gonna play a game tonight, or I have a quiz for you guys, or so tonight's kind of just a Q&A, hanging out, chilling. But let me if I can speak. Let me know in the chat what you guys want to see next week, because we're streaming every week now, unless last week was different because Mr. Dreadful and I wanted to spend time together, and it was Valentine's Day, so I was like, you know what, I meant to do it on Thursday, but Thursday streams for me are hard because I think Thursdays are my tired days, because I'm finally like, all right, one more day, we can get through this, one more day. But last Thursday I kept saying like, yeah, I might stream, I might, and then after work I didn't even set anything up. I was like, nah, my camera was on my other set, so I'd have to take it. It's not really that hard, but I'd have to take everything and put the equipment here, and it's a hassle. So that's why when I recorded the other night for my Jack the Ripper story, I made sure to just like do it from this angle, my casual desk angle, so that I can have everything set up for stream tonight. Oh, I was ranting about darn man queen is being a big ring. I was like, I'm so lost, I'm sorry, I probably missed something. Yeah, high attitude, love the name, by the way. Yes, already handled. Well, it's going to be March soon, so some Irish. Oh, yep, Tom's already got that handled. We've already been talking about that, and I have I wrote out about, I think I had like 14 ideas that I wrote out for my reels, my coffee reels, and I ordered some St. Patrick's Day glasses, like coffee glasses. So we have one or two of those. Oh no, I think I just ordered one, but it's okay. But I have to come up with some good drinks for that. You're gonna love it, girl, I promise. I'm sure I will. Everything you write is amazing. I've been pleasantly happy. Pleasantly happy? Yes, I've been pleasantly happy with your writing. But yes, it's been great. My hair is like, I want to get my hair cut, but not like cut. I saw this really cool hairstyle, and it's like super long. Like my hair is like super long, but it's like very layered, and the bangs are like whoosh, like the wolf bangs they're called. Not like wolfy, but it's called a butterfly haircut, I guess. They called it a wolf haircut at one point, but now they're calling it a butterfly haircut. I don't know the difference. But I'm just so nervous because every time I've gone to a different hairstylist in Texas, something goes terribly wrong. And the last girl who did my hair did a really good job, but I don't know if she can do the bangs how I want them, because I had asked for bangs last time, like just a nice little side bang, and I don't have bangs, but it's okay. That was a really long time ago. I haven't gotten my hair cut in a while. But yeah. We created that haircut and those damn butterfly enthusiasts stole it. Get a buzz cut. LOL, just kidding. Not this time. I think I'll stick with my long hair. It took a really, really long time to grow it out. Lord Farquaad. They were called wings when I was in high school. Oh, I love that. It's like definitely, I feel like it's a total like, maybe like a 70s style. I don't know. I saw it on some girl on Pinterest, and then I just started going crazy. I was like, I want this haircut. I need this haircut. So I'm going to take time to research and find a stylist who can do it, because guys, I'm going to go into my top 3. Yes, I'll go into my top 3 worst haircut moments. I wish I had photos, but no, I don't. I do, but I wasn't prepared to tell this story. So the first bad haircut that I can remember, besides the ones that my mother used to give me, like the bowl cut, the bob with like the crooked bangs, like everyone had when they were like 8 years old in the 90s, because I was born in 89. So besides that, this is kind of what started my bad luck with getting haircuts before a special event. And now I didn't know I was cursed, but I am. So it was 3 weeks before my senior prom. I needed a haircut. My mother would not bring me to our usual place because whatever. She was lazy. She didn't want to bring me. So there was a place that I found that I could walk to. It was right by our house, our apartment, whatever we were living in. And, you know, the lady looked nice. She seemed okay, whatever. I told her how I wanted my haircut. And I didn't show a picture because at the time, I don't even think I don't know. I guess, like, at the time, like, cell phones were kind of just really coming out, like the Nokia phones and things like that. So we didn't have, like, pictures. If I had anything, it was, like, from a magazine. So maybe I brought a picture of a magazine, which I probably did because I used to do that a lot. I would, like, tear out a picture of a magazine. But regardless, I either explained to her how I wanted it. All I wanted was, like, layers and my usual side emo bang that I always had. Now, what I've learned in my years of being on this earth is that layers should never, oh, look at my earrings, I have poison earrings on. Your layers should never come above the ear, because if it comes above the ear, it goes like this. Like the first layer will go like this and make you look like you have a, what's his name? From the Three Stooges, like the Three Stooges haircut, right? So it'll make you look like this, and then like the second layer will go like that, and that, and that, and that. And when I tell you that's what she did to my hair, because she started the layer like right here, and it was weeks before my prom, my senior prom, and whew, oh, the way I cried. I never cried before in a salon, and I was like, please fix it, like fix it. And she's like, what do you mean fix it? And she got really offended, and she was mad because I didn't like it, and I was like, but what? And the thing that made me the most mad was the fact that she was on her phone, like the wireless phone. It was a salon phone, like the salon phone, and she was like doing this and like, you know, chopping my hair, and I'm thinking like, oh, whatever, okay. And then as soon as I saw that, like the first chop of the layer, oh my god, the way I cried. I was just like, oh my god, please fix this. And she couldn't because she chopped it way too short. So fast forward 3 weeks or so, it's prom, and my best friend, who I'm still friends with to this day, her aunt was doing all of our hair for, she owned a salon, and she was this really nice, very, very Jersey Italian woman, and she was just like, what did she do to your hair? Oh my god. And she was trying to style it, and I'm sitting in the chair like in tears because I'm like, yep, I don't know. But she managed to make it look very 2007, you know. You had like, we didn't have butterfly clips at that time, but she got into like this cool little thing, and like it was very curly. So she made it look really good for what she was working with. So at that point, I'm like, never go back to that place again. And no matter what it took, I would always find my way back to the girl Jackie who used to do my hair. Like, she was a little bit further, but when I got older, I was like, well, I can just take the bus there if I really need to. I really wish Uber was a thing back then, because that would have saved so much time and energy. But so that was haircut story number 1. But let me read. Let's see. Yes, Wolfie, definitely. As that's really. Oh wait, they called that the bob. Then Wolfie said, so that nickname kind of fluttered away over time. Lone Wolf, you have the best dad jokes. Bowl cuts, shudders. I know, the bowl cut. My mom used to do that to me. Cody, hey, what's going on? I'm sorry I didn't see you come in there. I was talking about my first terrible hair experience. Let's see what else. I've been doing my own since like last June, but I just shaved the sides and back. Now changing it up and just shaving the left half. Very cool. Top is long between my shoulders and middle of my back. Nice, very cool. Back even. Oh no, Mo, the one who messed up your hair, I mean. Yeah, she was, I don't know. She got mad, but anyway, so that was story number 1. Then like I said, I stuck to my girl from New Jersey. Then when I moved to New York, I wasn't going to come back all the way to New Jersey. But honestly, every place I went to in New York was good. I mean, some days, sometimes I tried places in the city, and sometimes I tried places where I lived, which was not in Manhattan. But every place I went, they did a pretty decent job. And I think it's because they're just used to working with like long, thick hair and layers and stuff, which brings me to my next story of Texas and how they are not all of them. I've had one girl, well, two, three. I've had 3 really good haircuts here. But I swear, it's like every time I find a place, like either the person moves away or I move away or something. So it's been hard to find someone in this area and stick with it. So the next one was when I first moved to like northern Texas. I was in Fort Worth for a while, and the girl who did my hair there, phenomenal. Like, she always did my hair perfect. But I moved and it was an hour away. I just don't want to deal with driving all the way there. So I went to this one place that I had, no, actually, well, this one isn't a bad haircut story. The guy just cut it way too short. But the first place I went to in Texas over here was like 10 minutes away from my house. I was like, oh yeah, like they have really good reviews and everything. And I got the guy and I was just like, yeah, I just want to trim some layers. That's it. That's just my go-to, trim and layers. And he cut my hair super short, and I was like, okay, I mean, whatever. It's not the worst. I've had short hair a lot, like not super short, but like, you know, I've had shorter hair before. Even when I started my channel, my hair was like probably, oh, that's right. When I started my channel, I was just coming off of the bad haircut. So we'll get into that. So, after that place, I was like, I don't think I'm going to go back there. I want to try somewhere else. And I looked up a whole bunch of salons. I'm going to take a drink. And I found this one place, and it had pretty decent reviews, you know. And I went in. I actually wanted my hair dyed, and I wanted my cut with layers. So, my hair is pretty dark. It's always dark. Even when I go into salon, I tell them like, yeah, charge me what you need to. This is box dye. I know it takes a million years to get out, whatever. So at that time, I told the girl like, yeah, I want this was right before I did my hair purple, and I was trying to get to purple. So I wanted to start off and just try like kind of like a maroon color, like a cherry cola type of color, just to see how it was, if I liked it, because I didn't want to commit to purple hair if I wasn't going to like it. So the girl just starts putting dye on my hair, not bleaching it, not lightening it, like no lightening agent. And I've gotten my hair done many, many times, and I even said to her, I was like, I don't think this is gonna show over my dark hair. No, it will. I'm like, okay, fine. I was right. The color didn't show up. It was literally just dark hair with, like, when you went in the sun, it was like a little bit of red. So I did complain about that. Actually complain about my whole haircut, and I never do that. I don't like doing that. But guys, if you saw the pictures, I should just like post them. So then she starts cutting my hair, and you know, she's cutting, and then she walks away, and she grabs a guy to come look at my hair, and he's like, no, you just, and like they're whispering, they're saying something. I'm like, oh god, like they're a pit in my stomach. I don't know what she did, but she just got bored of cutting my layers or didn't know how to cut my layers properly. So my hair was on a slant like this, like literally like this. And I didn't have a lot. My hair wasn't that long to begin with. I looked in the mirror. Oh, and she curled it. That was the thing. Ladies and guys with long hair, if you go to a salon and they want to curl your hair, just ask to see it straight first, because that was my mistake. I had a really bad gut feeling, but she started curling my hair so she could cover up the terrible layers that she did not do properly. And I went and like it looked fine when it was curled. I went home. So this is my thing. I go home. I'll take a few pictures of my hair curly and pretty, and then I immediately wash it out so that I can style it myself straight. Like, I don't even know. I was at a loss for words because I ended up calling the salon. I was like, this is insane. Like, nobody should cut hair like this. So I I had a friend here in my neighborhood, and I didn't know that she cut hair, and that's how we became friends, because I posted on the neighborhood page like, hey, like, I just got a really bad haircut. I'm just looking for someone to fix it. Does anybody know any salons nearby that can possibly fix this? And that's when this lady Amber reached out to me, and she was just like, oh my god, honey, what did she do to you? And she came over with her scissors, and she gave me a bob. Like, it was a very short bob, but it looked cute. Like, when she fixed it, it looked really cute, and I liked it. But it took me a very long time to grow it out, and that was like 6-7 years ago. And then the last one, and that one wasn't really like before anything special, I don't think. No, it was before my birthday. And the third one was before my birthday as well. So yeah, that was really bad. And then the other one was pretty much the same exact thing. It was, the girl just didn't know how to cut layers, and it was bad. That one was, I don't know which one was worse, but they were both really bad. And I remember being so upset. I was hormonal because I had just found out I was pregnant and everything. So I was like 2 months. No, I found out I was pregnant in November, and it was January because my husband and I were supposed to go out to like a nice dinner. And the thing about it was, I had morning sickness the whole first trimester, so I felt like crap every single day for 3 months, and I just wanted my hair done to look nice and pretty and go out to dinner. And I just remember like sitting on my bed hysterical crying. I'm just like, we're not going to dinner. I look like shit. I feel like shit. I can't even keep food down. So we didn't go to dinner, but we did go to like a really nice little cabin thing, and it was fun. But I was so upset, and I left a review. I hate doing that, but I was mad and hormonal, and I was like, okay. And the owner reached out to me, and she's like, I wish you would have just contacted me. I was like, it was too late. I was too mad. But yeah, so that's my thing. I have really bad luck with getting haircuts. Let's see. I get a lot of, why is your hair like that questions. My replies aren't fit for polite conversation. Just know they are laced with my trademark biting wit. The woman who did your hair was Army cadet. Yeah, men can cut women's hair. That makes sense. We don't know crap. Actually, I've seen some guys cut some like really nice hair before. The guy who did my hair, he didn't do a terrible job. He just cut it a little bit too short. So I'm not including him in the bad haircut. However, I was thinking of going back to that salon because it's been years now since I've been here, and asking for another lady who does this girl in my neighborhood's hair, and her hair always looks really nice. So I'll see. I've got some options. I don't know why I'm talking about my hair. I'm sorry, guys. I'm boring tonight. The only thing I can think of is talking about my hair. Danny Dreadful and her haircut horror stories. Stay tuned. There you go. I said it in a weird voice. In my country, we don't celebrate hair, so I don't know how to react to this. Sylvia says, my stylist is in Georgia, and she's been doing my hair for close to 20 years. She cut it from long to short for the first time in 20 years. That's amazing. That's amazing. How do you like the short hair? Like, how long was your hair, and how short is it now? That's the thing, in your country. That's the thing. A stain on the shirt or something, you can switch it out, but anything with the hair, you have no choice but to endure for a while. short of wearing a hat. The worst part is your friends' reactions to it, either complete dismay, bursting laughter, or the one who tries to be nice but you know they're lying. What do you think of my new haircut? It's very unique. Are you a Buddhist monk or something, Phantom? And if you say yes, I have some follow-up questions. Nice earrings. Thank you. They say poison. Can I do it? Yeah. I took off product mode from my camera because there's like a certain setting that if you're an Instagram or an influencer and you want to show like, oh, this is my product, it'll zoom in on the product, but then it blurs everything else out. So it gets kind of, confusing. Have I been streaming for an hour already? Wow. God, I can talk. Can I talk? I'm in the wrong profession. I should just be a talker. That will be... I was thinking of starting just like a random second channel of just like talking about anything, because I love to talk about everything. But then I'm like, I don't know, what would I talk about? I'm not gonna sit there and talk about my hair. Like, I'm surprised you guys haven't all just been like, bye, we're leaving, this is boring. But I appreciate you. Hey Outrun, what is going on? Welcome. I will be one day. I don't know, LOL. You're in training. I think you're in the perfect line of work, Queenie. Yeah, I have fun. I mean, yeah, this coffee's really good and I haven't even made a dent in it because I'm talking so much. I'll probably stream for another like 10-15 minutes because I really want to watch. There's like this I was telling you guys about the apple cider vinegar show that I watched. There's a follow-up documentary and I really want to watch that tonight. And I also really want to watch Cheater by Scott Donnelly. Okay, so here's something super cool. I don't know if I talked about this. So Scott Donnelly is one of my very good friends, one of my first author. He is actually the first writer I ever reached out to on creepypasta.com because I really loved his alien story, and I was like, hey, I'm a new narrator. I've only narrated like 2 stories. Would it be okay if I read this? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then we became really good friends, and he allowed me to narrate his novella Cheater. And it was such a good story, and like it's so good. It is so good. So fast forward to like, I think it was maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and he's like, Danny, guess what? Like, I submitted my story to a director. Like, I don't know if I don't know if it's gonna get picked up, but like, I'm really excited. And I was so proud of him. And the movie is on Tubi. So everyone, if you need something to watch, it's a horror movie. It's called Cheater. It is phenomenal. I haven't seen the movie yet, just the story itself is phenomenal. And it's by Scott Donnelly, so I require you. No, I'm just kidding. I think you guys would really like it, so I think you guys should watch it. As the Raven dreams, hello! He is gracing us with his presence. How are you today? Hell Freezer did actually he talks about random news stories. Yeah, there's so many different content creators that I watch that are not horror, and I'm like, man, I wish I could talk about this topic, but it doesn't make sense for my channel. So if I ever do one of those, I'm just gonna like separate it completely, and it'll be under a different name and everything, and it won't even be scary stuff. But that's like Papa Meat has, I don't know why I keep talking about him, I've been watching him a lot, but he has like Meat Canyon, he has Papa Meat, then he has this other creepy channel with one of his friends, I believe, or I don't know if he just co-stars or comes on, but every time I'm like scrolling through, I'll see like something from Papa Meat, and they'll have like a different channel name, and I'm just like, bro, this guy has so many channels. But it's great. I mean, if that's like your livelihood and that's how you're making money, then make the channels, because they're bringing in views. Gracing my friend, nothing I do is graceful. I just clicked the link you put in the server. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so what's everyone up to this weekend? Any fun plans? Anything cool happening? I'm like, I don't even know. It's been so cold. I don't want to do anything. And cold for Texas, usually cold for Texas is 45, 40 degrees. It's been like 12 degrees, 17 degrees. Feels like 6 degrees this week. Ugh, I was not. there was one point where Little Dreadful, his school message, and they're like, oh, we'll probably have like a cold weather day, so you know. And he had off on President's Day, so my husband took off, and I'm like, well, if he's off, we have like a rotation schedule, whoever, you know, because we both work from home. So basically, whenever baby's home, one of us takes off, and it would have been my turn on Wednesday to take off. And the amount of meetings I had, I was like, oh, I hope we don't close. So school didn't close, but it's been freezing here. Freezing, and I'm sick of it. And I just want it to be spring, but not summer, because summer is way too hot. This weekend, working, always working, streaming tomorrow, but working otherwise. It was -18 without wind chill here in Kansas. Oh, that's crazy. Soon for sure. I swear we're going to see penguins. I will always maintain that independent creators, mostly horror, should be making way more money than like 90% of the stuff Hollywood is churning out. I agree. I feel like Hollywood's doing a lot of remakes lately. I mean, whatever, that's fine, but can we get some original stuff? I do actually agree with you a lot there, because there's so many different writers and there's so many different stories, and we keep seeing the same stuff. I don't know, just my opinion. What's your series about? If you don't mind sharing, of course. I told Mr. Dreadful, I was like, I'll only stream for an hour. I'll be down in an hour. And he's like, yeah, sure. He knows me too well, because it's been over an hour. Let's see. I'm getting sick of reboots. Is there another writer strike? Yeah, I know. It is kind of crazy. There's so many reboots. And then which reboot did I see that I was just not a fan of? I forgot. There were a few. But I know this sounds crazy. Not crazy, but I thought I was going to hate the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie. And actually, I really enjoyed it. And I know they're coming out with the second one, or they did already come out with the second one. But now they're doing a whole universe of it. And I heard that Pinocchio is coming out and Peter Pan is coming out. So that should be good. I mean, I know it's like not a reboot. And it's not totally original, but it's pretty cool. It's a horror take on our classic beloved, you know, stories. Hello, Richard. Welcome. You told Mr. Dreadful you're going to stream for 5 hours. No, I didn't. He would be like, he wouldn't put it past me, though. I can't go for, I mean, with this coffee that I made, I probably could stream for 5 hours, but then by the time I go to sleep, I'll have to wake up in a few more hours, because Little Dreadful wakes up, and then it's mom mode as soon as he wakes up. So, to answer your question, the series the next installment in my Pizza Pete series about a pizza shop owner living in a town full of monsters. Ooh, love that. Coffee at 8:30 would kill me. Well, you know what? It's not coffee, it's espresso. So I'm dumb, but it's okay. I'll be able to sleep. That's the thing. I don't know. My brain will be like, okay, time to sleep, and then I'll fall asleep. And if I can't fall asleep, there are CBD gummies that are very helpful. So that doesn't make it better, Danny. I know. But yeah, I've been doing a coffee series on my Instagram and TikTok that's been doing pretty well, and I've been having a lot of fun with just experimenting with different drinks and tasting different types of coffee beans. So this one's really good though. I mean, it's just it's actually watered down now, so it's not that great. Those gummies really do work great, Richard. They're really helpful, because Phantom said he's drinking coffee too. Nice. I was like, oh, we're gonna have a cozy winter stream. I'm going to make some hot coffee. Maybe I'll do a cappuccino. And then I went into my room, because I keep the door closed since my little guy, his playroom is right out here. And if I don't close my door, he comes in and just, you know, it's not child-proof in here. So I closed the door, and I guess all the heat stayed in here. And I walked in, I was like, whoa, okay, it's an iced coffee night. even though I want it to be cozy stream, but it's okay. It is still kind of cozy. I recently remembered I have a French press. That's been fun. Ooh, I still have to, that's one thing I have yet to try. Yeah, French press is good. So when I worked at one place, this guy that I worked with, he had a French press on his desk and he would make it for all of us. But I never actually got one myself. I did pour over the other day. That was really cool. I want to get a little pour over kit, but pour over set kit, something. But right now I'm trying to not buy any more things because the coffee. Derek Weber, get an extra cappuccino. I love how you spelled cappuccino. Thank you so much. Yeah, the pour overs are really good. My wife got it from, sorry, I read out of order. So sorry, Ravens. Like, I'm all over the place. This is my stream. My wife got it from her work for an anniversary or something. It's nice. That's amazing. They work well. Oh, yes. Picturing Ray using his French press is amusing imagery. Oh, and Queenie, my 20 who is lurking, says she should talk about her hair. Has she seen its glorious beauty? Oh, thank you. Oh, no more talk about my hair. Sorry, guys. I know, I went into a whole tangent. But yeah. Oh, Tom Keithley, you were not friends with me when I had purple hair. That's right. I dyed my hair. No, I didn't dye my hair. What I did was I let it grow out. And then when I was pregnant, I didn't do anything to it. And then I just dyed it black. I was like, that's it. Black hair forever. Okay, enough hair talk. Sorry, we're coffee talking. How is your little one doing? I'm not sure if that was for me, but if it was, my little one is doing great. He's crazy, and he's an 18-month-old toddler. So it's been really fun. He's very funny. He's got a big personality, which I love so much. And he's very much like me. He's just the silliest little thing. I will say something and there's this one song by actually Rose and Bruno Mars, the APT song or whatever, and he thinks it's like the funniest song in the world for some reason, but I put it on, I dance with him, and that's kind of our morning routine because sometimes he wakes up really cranky and I'm like, I get it, kid, you can't have coffee yet, so of course you're gonna wake up cranky. But yo, random thing, a coffee to try that I personally recommend, Kansas City Roast by the road. It's local to me downtown and it's my absolute favorite coffee ever. Awesome, thank you. I'm gonna note that down. It is Kansas City Roast. Okay, blinked. This is why I keep a little like note thingy up. I keep a Google Doc open because things always come up in stream where I'm like, oh, I really want to watch this movie that you guys suggested, or coffee. I love a good roast. Is it dark roast or is it just like medium? Kansas City Roast. Okay, I wrote it down, or I typed it out. But thank you so much, Derek. This makes me happy because it's so funny because Booze was in here a few streams ago and he also wrote like, get yourself some coffee. I'm like, guys, you know I'm going to. So my best friend, we did Galentine's Day gifts for each other, and she gave me a Starbucks gift card. And then my other friend, from my work best friend, she also sent me a Galentine's Day Starbucks gift card. And I'm like, I think I might just buy the whole beans from there instead of buying drinks. I don't know. I'll see. I really like their blonde roast, so that's an option. It's actually a lighter roast. Nice. Okay, so I just bought Goth Rider, and they had a blonde roast, and I really wanted to try it, so that's going to be one of my coffee reels next week. But yeah, I'm always open to different types of roasts. It's so funny because I really, I don't know if I love medium roast too much, but dark roast, it's kind of like extreme for me. It's like I love a good dark roast and I love a good blonde light roast. Medium roast, it's like if it's good, it's good, but I don't discriminate. If it's coffee, it's coffee. How do I drink my coffee? Whew. So many ways, but for the most part, it's usually just I'll do like a double shot of espresso and some half and half. If it's hot, I'll steam the half and half. If it's not, I'll just froth it. But lately, I've been making all these different types of fun drinks, and I'm trying to do like a lot of the sugar-free stuff because I'm not trying to gain too much weight as I'm doing this coffee series, and those things can get caloric real fast. So I'm just really trying to maintain, but lately it's just been like really good coffee beans, grind them up, put them in the espresso machine, and add some half and half. It's so good. My husband made me coffee this morning. It was sweet of him. I was like, I told the story earlier, and I had an 8:30 meeting, and I've never really I've had a 9 o'clock meeting. I think that's the earliest meeting I've ever had. And then I saw a calendar invite for 8:30, and I was like, oh my god, I don't have time to do anything. So Mr. Dreadful made me my coffees this morning. I had 2. I texted him during the meeting. I put my camera off real quick, and I texted him. I was like, I'm dying. I need another cup of coffee. I know I call it coffee, but it's like espresso, but whatever. And he's like, okay, I'll make it for you. When's your meeting done? I was like, 10 minutes. And then the meeting went over by 20 minutes. But I drank it as soon as it came. And then I went to the gym, and I was like, yes. I don't even use pre-workout anymore. I'll either have coffee or just not even use pre-workout. My doggo is sleeping with her little pillow over her face. Where did she even get the pillow? It wasn't in the room. Should try it black. Yeah, sometimes, once in a while, I'll do black coffee. It really depends. But for the most part, I always love that half and half in there. Love this background track. Thanks. Hello, Luna. How are you? Eric. Yes, Eric, because last time you said, call me Eric, it's easier. So I watched Monkey today. Oh my gosh, I actually really want to see that, but I don't go to the theaters anymore because I never have time, so I wait for things to come on streaming. Is it streaming yet? I can Google it. Yes, I remember from last stream when you were like, just call me Eric. And then we had another Eric in the chat too, who was BD West's husband, so very cool. Yeah, Derek, so I created a playlist from Epidemic Sound, and I just typed in lo-fi chill music, and I just found a few different ones, put them on loop. Look at me, I'm like a real streamer, know how to do stuff. Okay. I keep saying okay, I'll end stream in 15 minutes. Okay, we'll just go for a few more minutes, and then another cool thing, my husband bought an ice cream maker so that we can make protein ice cream and healthier ice cream because he really loves ice cream. I'm more of a cake person, but we're doing a non-processed food type of thing, and we're trying to make all of our food at home, which we've been doing really well this whole month. And actually no, started last month. We've just been cooking at home. Lots of steak, lots of asparagus, and all the good stuff. But randomly last Saturday, he's like, I really want to make protein ice cream. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, how do we do that? Let's get on the Instagram. Let's get on the TikTok. Let's figure it out. And he's like, I need an ice cream maker. So the only ice cream maker I ever heard of was the Ninja Creamy, and those things are pretty pricey. So I was like, okay, there's a Ninja Creamy, and then he's like, no, it's too expensive. And then he found the Cuisine Art one, which I always thought it was Cuisine. I don't know how I thought it pronounced, but I watched videos on how to use the ice cream maker, and they said Cuisine Art. Very fancy. And it wasn't even expensive. So we bought that. He made the most delicious natural protein type of ice cream, and he's gonna make some tonight, and that's why I'm like, when should I stop streaming? Because I really want ice cream. Sent a pic of the doggo being adorable. I appreciate that. Oh, I drank a soda at the theater and now I can't sleep. Hey, you go together like cake and ice cream. Protein ice cream cake. Yes. I actually made I saw it on Instagram, and it was like a cottage cheese. I know it sounds kind of weird. So it was a cottage cheese bread, and it was like cottage cheese, cocoa powder, eggs, and banana. And then you just kind of like blend it all up, and it makes a batter. And it came out pretty good. The only thing was, I wouldn't consider it like cake-like or bread-like because there's literally no flour in there, so there's no dry ingredients in there. So it's just a very I don't know, it's very spongy. So, I don't know, it had a weird feel to it. But Little Dreadful loved it. I was so surprised because usually he tries everything, but I was surprised he didn't spit it out. But he went, more? So I was like, oh, cool. But I didn't want to give him too much because he had already had a banana, and he's obsessed with bananas, and I don't want to give him too many bananas. So... Oh, protein powder. Oh, let's see. Eric said, what's your favorite ice cream you or he made from it? So far, we just got the machine, so he's only made vanilla, but I drizzled honey on it and sea salt, and it was really good. Protein powder gets crazy expensive. It does. So there's this one protein powder that I was considering buying because it's a, I'm not technically doing the carnivore diet, but I do feel that the carnivore diet protein powders have less junk in them than the other stuff. And it's, I don't know. I was reading, there's this one brand, I think it's Primal. I think it's called Primal. $80 freaking dollars for a bag, or $75 for a bag. No, I will get my protein from a steak and chicken. I'm not buying $75 worth of protein powder that I will probably use. And if it's gross, like, I don't know. So, can't say I'm a fan of cottage cheese, but if it works, it works. That's the thing too. I'm okay with cottage cheese, but the best part about this was that you blend it up so it becomes more of a batter consistency, and you don't get the little curds in there. So that was tricking the brain. It tricked my brain. I was like, oh, cool. This isn't cottage cheese. It's just a batter. But yeah, so far just vanilla, and that's it. But maybe we have cocoa powder, so maybe we could try chocolate too. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, now I want ice cream, so I'm going to call it. Oh, actually, sorry. I missed Raven. He said, I'm pretty sure I've added a few pounds going to Scooter's coffee too much lately, lol. They have a chocolate strawberry mocha that is better than it should be. Chocolate, strawberry, anything is amazing. I love chocolate and strawberries together, and that sounds absolutely delicious. I have a Scooter's near me. Oh, you shouldn't have told me that. I'm gonna go. No, I'm just kidding. I can probably make it myself. Oh, I didn't. I kind of did make it myself. I made a strawberry cold foam the other day with fresh strawberries and honey, and then I just did like cocoa powder for the mocha and 0 sugar. What was it? Hershey syrup, and then just the espresso and half and half. I did it myself. It was decent. Nice. That's good. I like, my new thing is like, I really might like making cold foams because I went to Starbucks, and I had a strawberry cold foam, white chocolate mocha. This was like, I don't know. It was like a Valentine's Day drink, and it was kind of like the day before. I was like, all right, I'm going to start being stricter again and not getting a lot of processed food and stuff like that, and just eat home, which I pretty much always eat home. But I was doing really bad with Uber Eats for a while. But yeah, I made I tried the strawberry cold foam from Starbucks. I really liked it, and I was like, I can make this, so I made it. The strawberry syrup is the hard part because a lot of it isn't strawberry, it's just corn syrup. Yeah. So what I did, I forget, it's probably one of my Valentine's Day reels. So what I did was like, I just took 3 large strawberries, washed them, cut them up, put them in the blender, and then add heavy whipping cream and honey. And if you don't want to use honey, I would suggest using just like I don't know, maybe like a sugar-free classic type of syrup. I don't know if those have like corn syrup in them or something, but this way it's super fresh and like you can actually taste the strawberries. It was really good, the one that I made it for the mocha, and then I also made it for the matcha latte that I did. It came out pretty good. Okay, honey and heavy whipping cream, got it. I could probably make that work. Yeah, it's so good. I can even send you the reel of, no, because honestly my reels, like, they don't even really show anything. I just try to get a story. So for anyone who's not familiar, I'm doing like this coffee and scary story type of deal. So what I do is like I'll make my coffee and I'll tell a scary story, like I'll narrate behind it. And sometimes I just like don't have enough time in the story because it's a minute long story, so I just chop everything. I edit the crap out of it, and it's like, oh, well, what did you do there? Or what did you put in here? And I don't really explain it. It's just, I got the idea because I was seeing this one girl do Am I the Asshole stories, but she was doing it with makeup. And I was like, well, what's something that I like that could go with ghost stories? I don't particularly want to put makeup on in front of everyone because sometimes it just does not look great. And makeup's like not my forte. So, but coffee is. So I decided I'm going to buy an espresso machine. I'm going to learn how to make it, and let's go. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to call it. I know I said I was only going to stream for an hour, and you know, it's me. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Raven, it was great seeing you. I have not seen you in forever, so very nice to see you. Goth Mommy and Eric and Tom, of course, and Rose and Derek. Who else was in here? Angel and I know I'm missing Creepy Cody, and I'm missing someone. Sylvia. Did I say Derek already? And oh, and Richard. So, and Rose, of course, and Phantom, and Wolfie, if Wolfie is still here. But thank you guys so much, and I love you all. I will see you next week, and there will be a video out sometime soon. Maybe 2 videos. We'll see. We'll see how my week goes. All right, guys, have a great night, and don't forget to like and comment on the stream as it helps my channel to grow.